Hello, welcome back to another Tuesday night YouTube live. Today we're doing things a little bit differently. My mom is kind of like the moderator. She's gonna be behind the camera. She doesn't want to be not trying to show her face right now. But this way it's kind of easier because I'm just sidetracked when you guys comment and I'd be reading the comments and stuff. So it's just, I think it's a little bit better this way.
Para los seguidores de la Patricia Hernández.
What are you doing?
Just JK. Let us know if you can hear us fine. Sometimes I have audio issues with my camera.
And if the way that the phone is facing is fine with you, because I know one time I tried to do it this way and you guys said it looked weird, but
it looks perfectly fine. It looks perfectly fine. I'm used to.
Did someone comment that, or are you just saying that?
No comment. I know that it's perfectly fine.
Okay. Well.
So what's going on? Why weren't you live last week?
Because my life has been a mess. I mean, in so many ways. One, I'm just really stressed out.
Why?
I have a lot going on between makeup clients. I mean, right now it's busy season. I feel like COVID did not slow anything down for me makeup wise, and I'm grateful for that because some people, they did get slowed down. But for me, makeup business, as far as my clients go, bridal and all that, has been nonstop. And it's even started coming into like the weekdays and stuff, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Love it. But it doesn't give me the time that I would like for things like YouTube and Patricia Cosmetics. So I'm really trying hard to like balance everything out, but it's so freaking hard to do because it's a one-woman show. It's just all me. Luckily today I have my mom helping me with my YouTube live. So I know she's gonna say something if I didn't say anything and give her some credit. But it's a lot, and then on top of that, trying to be snatched for summer and eat right. It's just.
Well, and being a Latina, which makes it worse because we always have carbs. I mean, yesterday.
A Latina living at home with her parents.
And you're always out. Don't just blame being home with the parents.
No,
yes, because you're always going out. Friday, Saturday,
but
sometimes Sunday.
Like trash, I'm going out, man.
Still, you're going out. You don't know what ingredients those foods have, no matter what restaurant you go to. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Well, you don't help your cause either. Don't be blaming. Don't be pointing fingers.
And then it makes it even extra hard when I got people like, well, he hasn't been that bad this time around, but like. So growing up, I was really chubby, right? And like a little overly chubby for my age. I should have been a little bit more active, but I didn't like sports. I quit every sport that I started. So my dad would like always get on me like, you need to lose weight, So now that I'm older and I'm trying to get fit, he gets mad. First, if I'm eating too much Chinese food, he's like, like you're eating too much. And then if I'm trying to get healthy and be at the gym, he says I'm going overboard. So it's just hard.
He has not said a
thing. This time
he's
been better. He's been better this time.
Because he's himself trying to get in shape.
Yeah.
That little pancita, all that beer is doing a number on him.
I don't know if people like beer. Beer's so gross.
Don't tell him I told you.
So what are we talking about today, Mom? What's on our list of topics?
Well, first of all, you started going on a rant because you're frustrated because of Patricia Cosmetics and how busy you are and this season in particular. But I think it has to do with your taxes.
Yeah, tax season is okay. First of all, let me just preface this by saying that my mother always dealt with my taxes, and I have no shame in saying that, okay? I've grown up very privileged in that sense. So I never, but so then this year, of course, I have a business that launched in 2020. So now I have business taxes.
Well, hold on. I just want to ask those 11 people or 12 people that we have connected. How many of you have gotten help from your parents, actually still get help from your parents if they do your taxes? How many of you have parents that do your taxes still?
Let's see what people say.
Yes. Continue while we wait for the responses.
Where was I in my rant?
That I've always done your taxes.
Yeah. So now this year I have a business that I need to do taxes for.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily I have a friend who has a really good business accountant because she does what I do when it comes to like the makeup business, and I was like, let me reach out to him because he's probably specializes more in this field. So luckily he's been so freaking patient, but there's been so many things that I've had to learn.
Grecia Ramos is raising her hand. Okay, so you're not alone.
Okay, but you're also very young, so that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So luckily he's been super, super patient with me Maybe because I sent him my, I sent him, because he needed to see my ID. So I sent him my ID. He's like, wow, you're very beautiful. So maybe that's why he's been so patient. I don't know. But he's been very patient with me. And
Hey, that's what you pay him for. Well, wait till you get the
yeah,
bill.
wait till I get the motherfucking bill. Shit. I'm worried about that one. But anyway, it's been like literally if it's not one thing, it's another. And sometimes I don't know if y'all are like me, but for me, it's like when things are just like when it's too much, what I do to just like block everything out from the world, I get in my room, close the door, and I put on reality TV. Like that's my escape from the world. So I will literally have so many things to do, and that's the only thing I'll do because I don't want to do anything else. So it's just been a lot, freaking a lot. The only time I feel like I'm okay mentally is when I'm at the gym. Like that's when I feel like okay, I can handle everything. But then I come home and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, it's been a lot of time. That's why I'm waiting. I was trying to wait till after April 15th to get back to shooting content, but Mom was like, nah, sis, you got to keep the show on the road. Do you think everyone else that's on YouTube feels 100% every day? And I was like, you're absolutely right. But at the same time, are they running multiple businesses?
Wow, finalmente me hiciste caso. Wow.
Yeah.
I hate inconsistent behavior. That I feel is irresponsible. If you say you're going to do something, no matter what it takes, you do it. Period. And hence we're here chatting.
Did
Anyways.
anyone else say that their mom or their dad does it?
No, only you and Grecia. I wonder what age people stopped getting help from their parents.
Yeah.
Jenny Couture. Hi, Jenny. She says, your mom is right, though.
Shout out to Jenny. She's actually been very instrumental during this process. She's the one I told you has been helping me with the tax situation that I was
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So if you guys don't follow her, you should. She has her own YouTube channel, and she also has her own clothing line that sells super cute stuff. A lot of things that I wear are from there. So yeah, make sure to follow her on Instagram. And
Does Jenny sell petite clothes?
Asking for yourself?
I'm asking for a friend.
I thought petite clothes were like not being made anymore.
They have to be, because petite. How else are they gonna style? Barely 5 feet people.
You get it altered.
Whatever. Anyways. Okay. Someone says, "How was your facial?" Stacy Romero. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. My facial was great.
It looks good.
You should have seen me like right after. I was super, super glowy, but I've been like touching my face and stuff. But it was great. It was like an hour. I got a basic facial, and we also did hella extractions because my blackheads have always been a struggle for me. Painful as hell, but worth it. My blackheads are like almost gone. So I'm going to keep trying to go every like 6 to 8 weeks to keep up with it, be consistent. My mom and I are going to go probably sometime at the end of May or maybe she'll go.
We could do it after Mother's Day, after we get back. Because I definitely need a facial. I haven't had a facial in years.
Yeah, she's really, really good. She did like a really nice mask too. I loved it.
Yeah, your skin is glowing. Jenny Couture says, everything stretches. I guess you're talking about the clothes. Yeah. But no, we should do a mother-daughter facial. Hey, if those online want to join us, we should, I guess, how does this work? We book an appointment there or whatever? Or do they have walk-ins?
No, it's appointment only.
Oh,
yeah.
Never mind.
So, yeah. But you guys should definitely check her out. It's Jenny's Beauty Bar. She's located in, like, Riverdale. So, it's about 35, 40 minutes from me. So I have a video idea. Before we get into our hot topics, I have a video idea that I want to know if you guys are down with it. So I was like looking up topics for today's video, and one of the things I was like looking at like Apple, like the news, like the trending, and they have like a really cool articles in there that I never really looked at before. And one of them was,
hence it's called trending if people read the news. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I always tell you that, but you never listen. Anyways, let's continue.
So, one of them was like asking your mom uncomfortable questions. And I was like, oh, I'm the queen of doing that. So, I'm thinking of doing a video, maybe like a mukbang or something of me and my mom and me asking her really uncomfortable questions.
The farthest thing we're going to get to is, yes, you were made in Mexico. That's it.
No, I want to know things like, did your area go back to being normal very quickly after you gave birth, or did it take a while? Things like that. I just want to see you squirm and just some pleasure.
The only way I would do that is if I'm behind the camera, and maybe I can respond to a question or two. Otherwise, I'll just ignore you.
And I'll also give you some wine to loosen you up a little bit.
Well, we can sort of think about that.
Has anyone said that's a good idea, or is it just me who thinks it?
No one has said anything. They really like me. They probably feel uncomfortable for me. All of 14, 15 people that you have on. No one has said anything. But if you guys feel differently, let us know.
Yeah.
There are certain things I would never talk about, but there are certain things that I may. Someone's MB says great idea.
Hey Maria, yeah, right. I think it's such a funny idea. Anyway, I mean, they won't all be like sexually related. It'll be different things. Like, for example, one of the questions was, do you ever feel like you got your individuality back after having kids? But then I'm like, you were like 10 when you had kids, so did you even have an individuality?
I wasn't 10.
Okay, 19.
Yes.
Whoop.
Big difference.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
I'm mature 19, unlike you.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you are, 26. When I was 24, I already had 3 children.
You want a cookie?
Well, I deserve more than that, obviously.
¿Quién puta te manda?
Well, I was married. I was much more mature. There's a $100 bill on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's because of the law of attraction.
Ah,
So
okay.
when I come in here, I look at that, and money just comes into me. I'm a money magnet.
Stacy Romero says, my mom is my BFF, and I know all her business. Seriously,
That's how it
Stacy?
should be.
No, I mean, there's got to be some...
You would always tell me, when you're 21, I'll tell you this. I turn 21, Mommy, can you tell me this? When you're 25, Mom,
When you're married.
And that's not happening anytime soon, so I just give up.
Yeah, we'll stick to the when you're married one.
Uh-huh.
Your wedding night, I'll let you know how it works.
At this point, you might as well say my funeral. The way my track.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so let's talk about the Khloe Kardashian picture. Did you guys
Hold
see
on.
that?
Jenny Couture says, you're so lucky to have your mom. They truly are your real and only BFF. FFFF.
Yeah, that's true. I've done some dumb shit. And my mom she'll cuss me out first, but that's the only person that's going to have my back.
And like I said, I am your worst critic, but I am your... Well, what was the other thing? It's like I'm like your faithful supporter, but and your worst critic.
Yeah.
Because if it's coming from me, it's coming from a good place, even though you get annoyed.
Even though your delivery is often
I don't care, but
horrible,
but it comes from a good place, and sometimes there is no way to deliver other than point blank saying it. Just accept it. Anyways, hold on. Stacy Romero says, I don't know intimate things, but most the fun things. Okay. Stacy Romero, yes, Jenny, so true. Yeah, it's sometimes, we mothers, and when you guys are mothers, you'll understand this. It's hard to truly open up to your daughters and, talk about the dumb stuff you did too. We're humans. We did really dumb things. Skipping school with your friends and thinking you were hot stuff. And, then you're telling your kids, make sure you always go to school. Don't you ever cut school. Things like that. So you have to understand.
Oh, shizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Khloe Kardashian picture. Let's talk about that. Did you guys see it? If you haven't seen it, let me show you. I have a screenshot of it on here.
That's their marketing. That's why they are where they are,
Can you guys see that?
So tell us what happened.
So this picture was taken by apparently someone on their team, and it was like posted on social media, and they threaten the person to take it down, and they're trying to get it removed from like all over the internet because it's unfiltered and unedited. And honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. I think she looks great. I think
she looks normal.
She looks like a human being that's not overly done up.
Overly edited.
However, I agree. I can see their point, because sometimes people would take pictures of me and I'm like, you better delete that shit right now because I was a bad angle. You caught me on my wrong side. So I get it. And the thing with them is that like every single thing that they do gets criticized. They can't do anything without people criticizing them or shaming them. Am I a little bit biased towards her family? Yes and no. Kim, I have a lot of love for her. I think it's because she's a Libra and I just really love Libras. I don't know. Maybe it's just her vibe. Kylie, I'm not a huge fan of her, but like Kim, I love. Khloe, I had a lot more respect for in the past. Now I'm like, But like, I just feel bad that like they literally can't live their lives the way they choose to because they're always criticized. However, that's what they signed up for. You know,
that's how they make their money.
Yeah.
The more
controversial publicity for them.
The more controversial stuff that they do, the better it is for them.
Exactly.
There is no bad or good publicity. All publicity is good for them. So I don't feel bad for them. And for them, actually, that was probably deliberate, that they accidentally leaked it, only to cause more uproar. Yeah, so people can start talking about them and it'd be a trending item.
And it's funny because that comes out, what, yesterday/today? And then Kim's a Billionaire news launches today, which I think is pretty fucking amazing because it's like, I feel like just yesterday I was watching Kim on The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and being her best friend / like assistant, and now she's who she is. I mean, who doesn't know Kim Kardashian? So, I mean, did the way she started, you know, was that right? Probably not.
What, under Ray J?
Under Ray J, yeah. I mean, did you see the video? I saw the video. I thought it was alright, but I mean, but is that an ideal way to, you know, get your way to fame? No.
Yeah, I saw the video.
What were your thoughts on it?
It was not appropriate.
Yeah. So, but I mean, look, she's worked her ass off. You gotta give it to her.
In more ways than one.
And work, yes. And her mother is a fucking genius. I don't think they would be where they are today without Kris Jenner.
Agree.
That woman is a genius, and kudos to her. She's not a perfect woman by any means, but she knows what she's doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they don't have any no tienen pena. They're not shy. And they're out there. They're all out there. Can you think of any family that can put themselves all out there for, you know, public scrutiny? No one. It's hard. Yeah. Everybody wants to portray the perfect facade. You know, it's the perfect family or the perfect body or the perfect thing. They're like, no, this is me. Yeah, pictures are heavily edited, but, you know, in terms of their life, they've gone through so many divorces. They've gone through so many relationships. They've got, look, the Chris and what's his name? Jenner. ¿Cómo se llama el esposo? Caitlyn now.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was wild.
MB says she looks fine. Her body has come a long way and looks completely normal. Yeah. It's just like you said. It hasn't been airbrushed to be 100% blemish free. Million or 100,000% agree. Chris is a freaking mastermind. Yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah. No tienen pena. They're hustlers.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. So, yeah. Even though the way they rose to fame wasn't exactly... I mean, do you consider that her being a hoe if she was with her boyfriend? I don't think she's a hoe for that.
I thought the definition of a hoe is more, you know, just being an easy lay.
I don't think that's the definition either. I think it's sleeping with multiple men continuously is what I think is considered a hoe.
Well, wouldn't that be an easy lay?
No. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you can be an easy lay and not be a hoe.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Like, things can just happen. Doesn't mean you're a hoe.
It does.
No, it just happens.
No, it means...
All right, now, since we're on the topic, let's talk about hoe phases.
For those, anything, Jenny says anything they touch sells. Yes. La perversa says, ¿de qué se trata el tema o la predica? Well, estamos empezando a hablar sobre el tema o qué define una hoe o una PUTA. Right? So, entonces, or is it an easy, or is it a woman that easily beds men? I would consider that a hoe.
I think it's the quantity.
Ay, Dios mío.
And the time spans. Because look, a girl can be a good girl, right? And then maybe she's a little intoxicated and just so happens to sleep with a guy a little bit sooner than she should have. And then maybe she never sees the guy again and she moves on with her life continuing to be a good girl. Does that make her a hoe because she had one bad moment? I don't think so. I think a hoe is someone who continuously and consistently sleeps with multiple different men and doesn't give a fuck about it.
I think I know I'm probably dating myself, but I think if you go to bed with a man, it's because you're in a relationship, not just to do it. If you want to just do it, get a vibrator.
That's true. I don't know. I have a great link for a vibrator if y'all need one because... Anyway, that brings me to...
Lord, help me. Give me patience.
That brings me to the topic of, do you think that women should go through hoe phases?
¿Y por qué estás tan roja, Patricia?
Because...
Deberías saber algo yo, Patricia.
You already know. I have it right over there.
Yo no estoy hablando de eso. Oh my God. You're too open for me.
So, can you answer my question? Do you think women should have hoe phases?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Una buena relación es you get to meet the person, you date them. Do you know what dating means?
I know
Going
what dating
out,
means,
getting
yes.
having a man win you over, having the man work for it. And then if you're in a relationship, yes, of course you want to be intimate.
I agree. I completely
But
agree.
you don't just have sex. I mean, I think that's just no, not right.
I have two different opinions on this topic.
For those of you who connected, please give me your opinion. I know I'm definitely not a young chick. I'm definitely up there in age, but my perspective is very different.
Okay. I think that there's two different sides to this. One is not everyone is lucky to find the one guy like you did for your life. You know, you were 10 years old and you were in love and you've been with him ever since. Do I think that girls should become a hoe to find the guy that they want? No. However, I do think that some girls are so concerned with keeping their body count at like 1 that they stay with the same guy and they're never fully happy or satisfied because they don't want to sleep around. But that doesn't make them a hoe. I think that they think that they're a hoe for experimenting, but they're really not. Then I think also,
Stacy Romero. I have to meet Stacy. I love her.
what she say?
Mom is old school, and I respect that so much because I think the same way. That's why I date with purpose. Ay, tan linda que esa Stacy.
Wait, are you trying to say I don't date with purpose? Maybe I do.
No comment. I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, then there's girls who feel like, and I'm not speaking for myself, I'm just speaking from what I've experienced in life. I know a lot of different women. Some women got tied down too quickly, things didn't work out, and now they feel like they have to kind of like get it out of their system because they never got to. And I understand that. I understand both sides. I understand wanting to be a good girl like my mother, like from yesteryear, and I understand the new way of thinking. But I don't think that anyone should be shamed for it. I think that people go through things. Some people experience the whole life and they're like, this isn't for me. I want to be a good girl again. You know, it's life.
But by then, your reputation is gone.
That's true.
Men talk, and they talk so much shit. Sometimes they don't even do half the stuff that they say they have done. And then how are you going to negate that? It's done. Once you lose credibility, forget it. Jenny Couture says, I think women should date to see what they value and to figure out what they want.
Yeah.
MB says, I think women should go through phases where they do whatever they want to do without having to answer to anyone but themselves. Not necessarily hoe, but to see what they enjoy and what they don't. Okay, MB, I sort of understand that. I can
That's
understand.
exactly what I think, yes.
Okay, but not to my original statement of hoeing, being a hoe. Being a hoe to me is just being an easy lay that you can go to bed with any guy.
I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm not saying, yeah, everyone go be a hoe, please. I'm saying, like she said, women have to go through things to learn.
Right, and that's why you should date several people.
I agree.
I mean, if you can date, less than 5 people in your life,
Yeah, but guys nowadays are dumb, so that's almost impossible.
Well, you know why they're like that? Do you want to know why? Because women don't let them work for it.
Yeah, I agree.
They easily go to bed with them. So, ¿para qué comprar la vaca si te dan la leche de gratis?
Agree. So what do you think is a good time frame to give up to man?
I would definitely say maybe by the 3rd or 4th date. Definitely if, he wines and dines you, or if he's attentive, if he's, he's got to be a gentleman.
You got to pull out all the stops.
Right. And I'm not saying, to a, fancy restaurant, because you don't know what people's, financial situation is, but you will notice maybe, a rose, or he takes you to a, semi-decent restaurant. He calls you. He's waiting outside.
Consistency.
He waits outside outside your job. He surprises you. He calls you. He sends you a simple text in the morning, say, just thinking of you, I love you, or something like that. Little things. It's the details.
I agree.
But if you don't make them work for it, forget it. They move on to the next.
So do you think that it's okay for a girl to shoot her shot at a guy? I'm going to give my opinion first. I'm not with it. I'm old school in some things, and I'm like kind of new age in some other things. That's one thing that I think that is just a no. I don't think that a girl should shoot her shot. I think, and I did a poll on Instagram because I wanted to talk about this in a YouTube live video. Literally, every guy that voted on that poll said that they like it when a girl shoots their shot.
What does that mean? Shoots their
Like
shot.
shows that she wants a guy.
Oh, like they're interested.
Like hits on it. Not necessarily hits on it, but like makes the move first.
Yeah.
And then I made the poll and I said, does that say that the girl's like desperate or like a hoe for doing that? And every guy on there said no. And I can see why they would say that, because I think some guys are intimidated by girls and they're just like scared of rejection. I mean, who isn't scared of rejection?
But
but I don't think that a girl should put herself out there like that.
No, there's a risk to that. But there are ways that you can let a guy know that you're interested, right? A smile, that look, the eye contact, you know, a little flirtiness. My phone's dying, so we're almost at the end. But let's see, Jenny Couture. I think it depends. Some people get stuck in unhappy, unhealthy relationships to say, I've been with him for 10 years, but are truly miserable. Jenny, yeah, no, I totally agree. And you get out. You only have one life to live, and you have to move on. If he doesn't treat you and doesn't give you your value, you have to move on, right?
Yeah.
That's how they value you. And you know what? When you give in and you easily forgive them, that's when they're the worst. They go back to their old behavior. But when they screw up on something, you take them by the balls and you're gonna be like, listen, if you want to continue, this is gonna be how it's done. You know, we're gonna do it my way, because obviously your way didn't work.
But you gotta do it the very first time he screws up, because if he does it the 10th time, he's not gonna listen to you. Well, that's how far he can go.
Missy, not even by the third time. By the second or third time, forget it. He's gained control. You're a lost cause.
Yeah.
But these are really good topics, but we're gonna have to start winding down and save another conversation for next Tuesday. See, I love these chats, and I love it when our people, our followers, are engaged.
I think we're gonna keep it like this, like you behind the camera and moderating everything.
¿Y de quién fue la idea?
No sé, fíjate. Mi idea.
Anywho, all right, guys.
Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video next Tuesday at 8.
Absolutely. Bye.